What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video where in this one I'm going to be going through a SPX500 buy that I caught for about 120-ish points, which literally was a mixture of technicals and fundamental factors that really drove this trade to literally hitting target in no time at all. So let's hop straight into this. So as you can see here, this is SPX500. This is the move that I caught, and actually, as you can see, it went even higher than the target that I actually caught here. So reason why I took this trade, let's hop to the daily. So looking on the daily, as you can see, movement-wise, we are extremely bullish, right? Been bullish all year, and I'm sitting in this daily trend channel here, as you can see here. Really respecting these levels on both sides, as we can see here on the daily. So hop into the 4 hour. Now, one thing I did see on the 4 hour is we did break out of this big trend line here, as you can see. However, we did get the rejection of these lows here, of this block over here, as you can see, and these lows over here as well. So even though we broke out of this trend line, I wasn't too fast and I wasn't looking for a position at this point. My ideology was, as you can see, I had a buy and sell position. So I was looking to see if the market had come up from this point, got the rejection off the trend line, then come back underneath, and then when I'd be looking for sells. However, if we had broken back into this level, broken this zone, then I was looking for buys. Now, why was I looking for buys? Reason for that is, as you can see, we are really on the higher time frame, still really bullish, as you can see there. So it broke back in the zone. It respected this candle, as you can see, respected the other side of this trend line, and we got the break and close above. Now, my main entry was on the hour. So I went down to the hour, and as you can see here, we got the break. We got the break of this level. We came down. We got the rejection back off this trend line, right off the wicks here, as you can see. Break and close back above this level. I was in on this candle here. Break and close of this candle here, as you can see. This was my entry at this point here. Let me just get my circle tool. As you can see here, break and close at this point here. Went break even at 6, 7, 10. So took half off the table and moved my stop loss to break even to make that trade completely risk free, and then let that run where my final target was at these previous highs here of the 677.9 level, as you can see there. So hit final target, and as you can see from then we've actually gone further up and are now respecting my structure, but hit the full target there of a risk to reward ratio trade of 2.96, which is obviously a brilliant stuff. Like really smooth sailing trade all the way up to these levels over here. So obviously technicals was absolutely brilliant. Had all of my zones on point, waited for the trend line break, waited for the zone break, waited for the retest. There's already 3 confirmations I've marked on my hand there. Went break even at this level here, took half off the table, paid myself, and then obviously we hit that final target the very next day, which is obviously brilliant. So technicals all on point, but fundamentally wise, right? Why was I looking at this? Let's head over to the one and only, the only platform that I'd ever look for all my fundamentals, the Market AI dashboard. So as you can see here, let's go over to SPX500. As you can see, even on this time frame, so this trade's obviously been in past. If we go back to SPX500, you can see this hit. This is a day after it hit target of me recording this, right? And as you can see, look what the intraday and high time frames are saying. Slightly bullish, slightly bullish. Now, why are we saying that? As you can see, what is impacting SPX500 on the intraday? Fed rate cut odds, right? If we head over to our live news feed, as you can see here, and go to popular, and we scroll down to a couple of days ago, you can see that the Fed are looking to actually cut rates in December. We went in the space of a week from 40% rate cut odds all the way back up to 80% rate cut odds, which obviously gives the USD a bit of weakness and obviously a nice little rally on indices and the rest of them. So let's have a look here. As you can see, Fed's Moran, I don't see an inflation problem. Fed's Moran, we need a relief on mortgage rates. Fed Wallace is saying a load of stuff as well. As you can see, December cut is appropriate, but action in January, more uncertain given data. As you can see here, they are hinting at there's going to be a probable rate cut in December. So what can we do from that? As you can see, Market AI has given us this all on a plate, all on a platter. We could even look here on Fed Waller's comment and look at the brain tool here, click that, and it's going to give us a quick overview of how this comment is going to affect the markets and what, right? As you can see, even on the interface here, it says ESUSD, which is SPX500, which is what we're trading, going up, right? And it's going to give us an overview of exactly what's going on and everything like that as well. But as you can see here, look, give a nice overview, and it says ESUSD up, NQUSD, which is NAS, up as well, Dixie down, which is the USD. As you can see, it gives it to us all on a plate. It gives us reasons why as well, as you can see. AI stock rebound, bullish. Fed rate cut odds, bullish, because obviously we've seen the remarks, obviously from there. And of course, NVIDIA came out with some really, really good earnings and all that stuff, which obviously is going to pump into the SPX500, which is obviously the top 500 countries in the US, right? Compiled together. So all of our fundamentals, all of our technicals going together. I mean, no wonder why we hit target, right? We're having all of that together is absolutely fantastic. So a nice plain sailing trade here, as you guys can see. Now I'm actually looking at a potential setup here for the future. So let's say we get rid of these now. As you can see, we have a trend line coming through here. So I wouldn't be surprised actually, guys, if we could potentially get a break below this level. We could even rebound to this level here or these levels over here, as you can see, before getting that push up. So we could be getting a small sell opportunity in. However, if we continue to stay bullish on that fundamental time, on the fundamentals and everything like that, if we get the break out of this structure, break above this zone, I'm going to be taking buys to the all-time highs up here, as you can see, as long as the fundamentals obviously play into what the technicals look like as well. But we're in a very, very cool area right now with SPX 500 where we could be doing anything. As you can see, when we hit these levels up here, we tend to get a bit of a sell-off. But because of the fundamentals right now, I reckon if we're going to follow this technical structure, we get the break of here, we could see it just come down to this level here before potentially getting the break and then going, or we could come down to like these levels here, as you can see. But I reckon we'll only get a small retrace before we get that next step up, unless any news says otherwise that comes out, right? But absolutely plain sailing trade, absolutely fantastic throughout as well. Of course, if you guys are an experienced trader and you aren't using Market AI as your fundamental driver, then, I mean, what are you doing? Like, you could be paying like 20,000, 30,000 pounds a month for Bloomberg and all these other sources, or scrambling over Twitter, but you have such an affordable, user-friendly interface there that gives you all of your fundamentals and what you could ever do to match up with your technicals all on a platter. And if you use my code Dan10, you can get 10% off on this entire platform. It's not expensive at all. It's literally like £30 a month or whatever. Super, super cheap for what you get, obviously, throughout. But yeah, other than that, guys, technicals on point, as I said, fundamentals on point, really nice plain sailing trade. If you guys want to learn this exact strategy, the price action strategy, you feel like you're going round in loops, you really want to get a strategy under your belt, but it's not quite working out, give me a message over on Instagram at dan.wills, or check the description. It's going to give you all of the details that you can reach out and we can get this skill and get you a custom game plan under your belt. Or click somewhere around this video, at the end of this video, I'll link a video which shows you my exact strategy, the 3-step framework I use for this exact strategy, and how you can implement it as well. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Trade safe, keep that risk management, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.